Hello everyone, I'm Crime Blue Jay here, back with another video of Fnia, another story too. Where we left off last video was that um we talked to like Funtime animatronics, and then Alex decided to try to play a prank on Mary and Murray, I mean, and all that happened. So we are back with another video today, and yeah. Also, before we start, if you like this series so far, I would highly recommend you subscribe, like, and click the notification bell for more future videos. And yeah, okay. Let's get into it. I woke up and the first thing I did after I opened my eyes was to look in the direction of the wall clock, 13:01. Although we all usually hang out at Alex's house, it's still his house, so he throws everyone out of his house by about 8 p.m. Everyone except Alice, of course. When Alice is not at work, she always swats next to him. Just like Barney, I got out of bed and began to dress slowly. Pick up the phone, I remember that Wilson wanted to show me something. Apparently at night, Alex will call me with him again. Well, there's still plenty of time. I dialed Wilson's number and waited for an answer. Yes? Hi Wilson, I have some free time. What did you want to show me? Oh, finally! Maybe near the port. What I want to show you is there. I hope we won't be late. Why can't you just say what's there? No, John, that wouldn't be interesting. I'm heading to the port waiting for you. Better take a taxi. When we meet, you'll understand why. After that, he hung up. Why can't you say something like bye or see you later? What the hell difference does it make? Okay, to the port then. What could be so interesting there? Probably wouldn't know until I see it myself. I had a quick snack before the taxi arrived. After getting out of the taxi, I had walked about 200 meters since some type of transport is not allowed to enter the port. Wilson greeted me with a smile. For some reason, he was also without a car. It looks like he came by taxi too. Why is it taking so long, John? I've been waiting for you for 30 minutes. Can you finally tell me where you're? I think that's why. Can you finally tell me why you're in such a hurry? Let's go, I'll show you. We started to go somewhere deep into the port. At some certain point, Wilson turned off the road and we started walking around various warehouses, containers, and parked vehicles. Just a couple of days ago, I noticed that some containers began to arrive at the port. First, I didn't pay attention to it, and then when they began to accumulate more and more and they weren't taken anywhere, I thought that something was wrong here. What are you doing out in the port anyway? It doesn't matter. In general, then I noticed that people in suit jackets hang around these containers, and who in Esford wants a suit jacket? I'm gonna say family. I understand you're leaning towards family? Yes, John. Seems to me that it would be fun to steal the contents of one of the containers from them. This is a bad idea, a very bad idea. Come on! Alex is constantly doing this kind of shit. Why can't we repeat something like that? Because Alex is an idiot. He can do such shit. I guess. Come on, if we succeed, we will be able to sell everything that we can take out from there. And if we fail, then it will be a very stupid death. What? Why death? Wilson looked out from around the corner of the building behind which we were and pointed somewhere out. I followed the direction of his hand and saw that Wilson was pointing at a man with a sniper rifle who was on one of the cranes for unloading ships. Damn. He's there for a reason, John. Sure more than I am more than sure that there's something valuable in the containers. Let's go. Just make sure you don't get noticed, okay? I was about to object, but Wilson came over around the corner of the building and began to move towards the protected area. I had no choice but to follow him. We walked relatively calmly for a while, and didn't even meet anyone on our way. A couple of times we ran into port workers, but they didn't tell us anything. I very often looked in the direction of the sniper, and fortunately for us, my bad, he did not pay any attention to us. Once again, looking in his direction, I came across Wilson herself for some reason. What's the problem? There's a fence here. We have reached the goal, so now we climb over and hide behind one of the containers. I'm sure that the sniper is looking at this territory, so it's better not to stick out until we come up with something. I did everything as he said. We sat down at the container out of the sight of the sniper and the guards. It's too late to retreat because I'm not sure that we will have some time to leave here unnoticed. I left I left it to Wilson to work out our plan. So I just waited and carefully surveyed the area. The guards and the sniper were dressed in tuxedos. We have more or less advantage position, so they wouldn't be able to see us if they don't know where we are. Time passed and Wilson was still silent. Two guards were standing near the gate and into this part of the port. They have no weapons, although I'm sure about that. They may have guns, but they don't keep them in plain sight. Four people patrol the area, walking along a certain route that they repeat. These four, unlike the previous two, do not hide weapons, but hold them in at the ready. I don't quite understand what they have in their hands, but it seems like they are assault rifles. They're constantly looking around, so if we want to get closer to the containers we need to have a way to de-shot them somehow. The containers we needed were unloaded from the ship literally 10 minutes ago. Three people are standing near them and talking about something. One of them writes something in a folder that he holds in his hands. The other two are holding assault rifles. Damn, what were we thinking about? They'll just kill us here and won't even sort it out. I also forgot about the sniper, but it seems that to me that he does not look at the site all the time, so we have a chance to bypass him. So what do? 9 armed guards, one sniper against two guys with pistols. We're finished. If you're if you're just going to keep sending here, then I'll probably go back. No, I'm just thinking. Don't you think you should have thought about everything earlier? Assurance, look. When one of these four guys passes near us, just need to attract his attention. I'm sure that he will go to see what is there, and then we will knock him out. I think the loss of one will not be noticed soon. We will have a chance. So you just want to distract them, like they'll be distracted by finding their best friend? I think so. At least we will have enough time to get to the containers and open one of them. I hope so. Hope so. So you're not sure, are you? Any better ideas? Let's think a little. There is one idea, but it's even worse than our whole plan. There is one thought. Maybe just blend in with them? In more detail, please. What if, just like you suggested, you lure one of them, but instead of just waiting for them to understand what happened, one of us changes into his clothes and walks past them as if nothing had happened. Now, I must say this right here. That this plan that John is saying right now, I already thought of. I was like, wait, what? This is just one of those cliches in like spy animes and stuff. I mean, not animes, like a spy movies or whatever, where like they knock out a enemy force and then just dress in their clothes, and then just pretend to be them, like Indiana Jones or like I can't think of any other ones. How about we comment a movie like that in the comments down below, and yeah, okay, so you're saying that they won't notice how a person with one face came in behind the container and came out with another face? You said if I had any other ideas, here's my idea. You know, knowing that the the author of the story puts a whole bunch of emphasis on realism, um, I feel like John's plan will get us killed. Now, I'm not saying Wilson's plan wouldn't get us killed either, because both plans have a likelihood of killing us. Um, Ha, this is a tough one. Uh, I'll follow Wilson's. Okay, let's go with your plan. In the beginning, you need to make sure that the slave is not looking. In that case, watch the guards. I'll tell you when it will be possible to attract one of them. Carefully peeking out from behind the container, I begin to watch and wait. The guard closest to us stops, probably 4 meters away from us. If we make a loud enough noise, then maybe he will react. At the same time, the guard on the opposite side of us will notice if his friend disappears. He'll most likely inform the others and go to check. This is where we'll move closer to the goal. If only there was something worthwhile in that damn container. We didn't have to wait long. After about 3 minutes, Wilson gave the signal to act. Guard was in the right position. Now we just need to make some noise. Looking around, I just picked up a stone from the ground and knocked several times on the wall of the container. Guard turned in a direction. I quickly went back behind the container and just silently began to wait. Wilson nodded and stood on the other side of the container. When I heard footsteps approaching, I tensed slightly. When the guard went behind the curtain, maximum that he managed to do, it will be surprised. Almost a second later, Wilson came up from behind and started strangling the man. Probably all this lasted about a minute. When the man stopped moving, Wilson released him and picked up his assault rifle. I think this will be useful to us. Let's move forward carefully. Maybe they have already realized that something's wrong. Quickly, but without a tramped intention and trying not to make noise, we began to move forward. At some point, I noticed that two guards near the gate were noticeably alarmed and holding pistols in their hands looking around, sometimes saying something on the radio. Seems we didn't think that they would start combing the territory. Everything will pass quickly and clearly, don't worry. Just in case, I took out a pistol out of my jacket and picked it up. When we got behind some truck, I pulled the bolt of my pistol and slightly looked out from behind the truck. Three guards seem to have already found the body of their friend and will probably be looking for us. Carefully following every action of the guards, I found a more or less suitable time to continue moving on. Wilson stopped me when I was about to go on. The sniper's watching. Carefully looking out, I was convinced of this. After waiting a little longer, we moved on and found ourselves very close to the containers we hid. We hid behind some wooden boxes. What now? Three guards were still standing near these containers, but apparently the main one of the trio did not have weapons. One of them was just clutching a closed folder of documents in his hand, and the containers had locks and chains. It looks like this man with the folder has a key. We need to do something with them. They will definitely notice if we start opening containers. Come on, follow me. Wilson got up and slightly crouching, began to walk towards the man. Followed his example, we came literally right up to them. We were lucky that none of them turned around. Wilson sharply hit the main man on the head with a pistol, causing him to fall to the ground. The two remaining ones managed to say something, but he grabbed one of them and started dragging him to the boxes from which we came. Did the same with the second man. Since we did it almost simultaneously, it hardly happened to notice us. Dragged them along with us, covering their mouths along the way so that they could not notify others of our presence. After knocking them out and hiding them, we slightly dragged the main man back. Look at his pockets. The key to the lock may be there. I was lucky because I found a key in the first pocket. Which container are we opening? I do not care. We don't have much time. I opened a container that was right next to me. When I opened it, I froze in disbelief. There was a car in the container. A car? Did we do all this for a fucking car? Suddenly I heard gunshots. Quickly looking in the direction of Wilson, I realized that they were shooting at us and Wilson was shooting back. Although the car will do too. I went to the container and Wilson shouted something to the guards who were shooting at us. Follow me. A car? Cool. Get in the car and let's get out of here. We don't have the keys to this car. Wilson smashed the car's window with an assault rifle, opened the door. I did the same thing, but I used a gun. I got in the passenger seat. There were only two seats in the car. It looks like some kind of sports car model. Wilson removed the panel that was under the steering wheel and began fiddling with the wires. A few minutes later, the car started up. He handed me an assault rifle an assault rifle and took the steering wheel with both hands. I'm sure they've already got their sights on us container and are just waiting for us to get out. In that case, let's make sure they don't kill us. I pulled the bolt on the assault rifle and Wilson pressed the gas pedal at the same time. I walked into the living room and saw Alice sitting on the couch and talking to someone on the phone. I didn't eavesdrop on what she was talking about, so I just waited until she finished. After which, I walked over and sat down next to her. She put her head on my shoulder with a smile on her face. Is everything okay, dear? Of course. I sent 2 officers to scout that sawmill. If they notice anything unusual, they'll let me know. What about me? You mean about your participation in the operation? Yes. I have a couple ideas. I think you'll like it. I'll make sure you participate, however, you'll have to come up with something since you will play the role of another Special Forces soldier. I think some Special Forces may suspect something's wrong when they see me. Yes, I think every 10th police officer has heard of you at least once. Don't worry, everything will be fine. Hey, Alex! I kissed Alice and walked towards the garage. Alice remained standing there. Going into the garage, I saw Carl sitting at the computer and happily saying something to himself. I went up to him. What's the matter? Do you remember that video you uploaded to YouTube? They're talking about him in the news. Really? Carl moved slightly away from the computer to the side so that I could see what was going on there. The usual news display at some point, the presenter started talking about my video and appeared in a small window. I ignored some phrases, highlighting only what I needed. After the video in which a racing car overtakes a SCD patrol car at high speed became popular, many images appeared on the network. SCD has already spoken about this, saying that they will be analyze every video and all identified citizens will be brought before the law. Cole turned off the sound on the computer and turned to face me. Congratulations, Alex. It seems you created a show. In that case, the show must go on. Let the others know about it. Seriously, are we gonna shoot videos on YouTube now? Why not? Okay, whatever you say. He put on his headphones and turned to the computer, completely forgetting about my presence. That moment, I clearly felt someone's gaze on me. Turning around sharply and instinctively, taking up the gun, I did not notice anyone. Damn, I must have imagined that. Okay, it doesn't matter. Later that night. So, where is he? I have no idea. Oh, wait, that was Bonnie. So, where is he? I have no idea. He told me he was coming here. When I went into the building, I found that door was not locked. That's why I'm waiting for him inside, not outside. Unlike Alex, I don't know how to pick locks. Bonnie seemed to be waiting for his arrival, so she was already there. Do you think something happened to him? Unlikely. He'll come out of any situation unscathed. Okay, Alex, I won't be waiting for you here forever. Are you just gonna stand here? Um, yes. Okay, whatever you want. Do you understand that when he comes, but in any case, the first thing he will find you is Christy in the office? I think so. She sits there almost all the time. I grinned and went towards the office. When I walked into the office, Christy didn't even seem to notice me. She stood in front of the computer, silently watched the cameras with a serious look. Although she didn't notice on the cameras how I was going to her, it looks like she's not looking at the cameras but thinking about something. I wonder what you can think about in order not to pay attention to others. Is it really that bad? She flinched slightly but then turned to me. Now as if she is aware of the surrounding reality again. No, it's alright. You just know this happens sometimes. When you look at one point and think about something of your own. She took her eyes off the computer for a second and looked at me. You're bad, but as I see your friend is not here, I wonder how long Bonnie can stand near the entrance. It seems to me that she will stay there all night if necessary. By the way, Bonnie said that you sit in the office almost all the time. Why? She tilted her head forward a little and shook it. I was ready for this question from you or from the silence. To be honest, I don't know why myself. Isn't it my job to be here? I'm kind of like a security guard. Yes, it's your job, but you can't move around the building. I don't know, talk to someone or just be with someone nearby. Don't talk about it, John. You're not the first one to say similar things. I just don't want it myself. I feel more comfortable sitting alone. An introvert? You could say that. Sorry, I guess I'll go. As soon as I left the office, she called out to me. What is it? The camera broke down. Came closer and saw that one of the cameras was showing interference instead of an image. This camera was located near the entrance. While you were here, did you have something similar? No. After some time, another camera began to show interference, but everything became normal with the camera near the entrance. Why is this happening? If I knew, I would have answered you long ago. Feels like the interference is moving towards us. Got a little scary, but then when I looked at the camera at the entrance, I didn't notice my on it. I don't know why, but after that I exhaled with relief. It seems that Alex is playing. He carries a bunch of stuff with him. Maybe he has a thing that creates interference. Well, a couple minutes later, the interference reached the office. I noticed Alex's body here into their office. Alex was holding a lampshade in his hand that looked like a walkie-talkie. He turned his small toggle switch on, and the interference from the cameras disappeared. Okay, so, um, it's 21 minutes into the video, so that will be it for today's video. I hope you all guys enjoyed. It wasn't more Fnia theme this time. It was more of like we stole a car. So, yeah, that's always fun. In this game. So yeah, it's like Myths in like GTA. Yeah, it's like Myths in GTA Fnia. So, that's interesting. As I said at the beginning of the video, if you like the video, please like, subscribe, and click that notification bell for future videos. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good day.